Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. So, this channel is obviously a fitness channel. That's what it's going to be about. And it's going to be a bit of my training and really to keep me accountable for actually turning up. I say that like I don't turn up to the gym. I do turn up to the gym frequently and I do really enjoy training. But when I fall off really hard. So really this is going to be a challenge to keep me training because I've got to put it out to make the content. If I'm not training, there's going to be no content. So there is that. The schedule, hopefully, is going to be one video a week, either posting, I haven't decided, posting on Sunday evening or posting on Monday night. I normally have like PT/pad holding on a Monday night, so I don't know if it's going to happen then, but we'll have to see. But anyway, the plan is one video a week, minimum. Absolute bare minimum is one video a week. So a bit about me, previous activities. Used to be a swimmer. I was quite good, like regional swimmer. I never really got that far. I have friends that went to Euro Champs and then got scholarships in America, but I never got that far. Kind of quit for exams. It was a very poor, but at the time it was a very poor decision. Where life's worked out to now, it's not too bad. But that's where we are previously. Then I moved into kind of more going to the gym and like actual weightlifting, into powerlifting. I say powerlifting, my numbers are shocking. Even with gym inflation, they always were shocking. 6'2" and weighing my worst 146 kilograms. I'm now down to 124. We're looking to go to 105, and that's kind of where we might change up when we get to 105 after we've done all the fitness, we might go to more of a weight training channel. I don't know what we're going to do after this. The goal for the channel right now is to get to 105. I think 105 will look all right. Because right now, watch some of this footage back, which you'll see in a minute, and it's shocking. It is not good. But that's fine. That's what it is. So anyway, with that said, we're going to obviously jump into some of the stuff I do now, look at some of my training from this last week. And that's what we're going to go doing forward. So this evening's episode entails a bit of Muay Thai from my pad session and then a wee bit of circuits at the end. So we actually had, to be honest, we had 3 sessions this week. We had the actual Thai class, but I didn't film any of that. I'll be honest, a wee bit awkward, but it's what it is. Anyway, on with the show. Welcome back, you beautiful people. So I say welcome back. It's been like 2 seconds for you guys. But yeah, anyway, here we are, and we'll get right into the training videos. So obviously on this one here, this is just, just quick clarify a couple of things. These aren't in order, so you'll see that like now I look exhausted. And that's because we've done like pretty 35, 40 minutes of like hard rounds at this point. Each of these sessions are normally an hour long. But we're at this point in the session now, we're just doing a cross body kick. That's to John, as Captain John says. John's my pad holder, my PT, my #1 boy in the gym. He's obviously both attacks coming from the same side, and it's quite a positive thing in Thai apparently. Instead of going one side the other side, same throw from the same side is quite a good thing. I've sped it up here. Obviously the round lasted like 3 minutes, but sped it up just because I don't want it to get boring. I don't want you guys to be watching cross hook for 3 minutes. There's no need for you to not cross hook, Jesus Christ, cross body kick for 3 minutes. So yeah, sped it up, but yeah, as you can see, good session, good round so far. And then we're just going into the next round here. As you can also tell, this is very raw. Like I'm pre-planned this. Spent the last couple of hours learning how editing software works, which is fun and games. So yeah, this session, I think this is more of a freestyle session. So this is one of the earlier sessions of I keep saying sessions, rounds. This is one of the earlier rounds of the session. So this is where we'll just warm up. We'll do like single jab, single cross, single hook, single body kicks. We've done our standard warm up on the bags in the background, which is normally about 4 minutes of actual work with a bit of freestyle, a bit of jabs, crosses, etc. You can see that outside kick there. Hopefully this is in time. This is not in time, a little real silly, but yeah. So this is more of a freestyle round. John will just call it and we'll go from there. A lot of these will be focusing on like speed or power. I think a lot of the time for me personally, we need to be focusing on speed. Like power is not a problem for me. I'm 6'2", I'm fat as fuck. I've got a lot of power in the punches on the back end, but the actual speed is what I need to work on, right? Like the speed of putting the combos out and actually landing a punch. Here comes Steph. He's the owner of the gym. Love Steph. Bit of an animal, really. He runs a fighting class on a Monday night after our PT. But yeah, so I'll let you watch this for a second. So yeah, as you can see, obviously there, we're back into some hooks and stuff. I just love these sessions. They're just so, as a bigger guy, doing cardio is always rough. Like, walking sucks, biking sucks. I used to love swimming, but I get in the pool now and I just really struggle with it. So coming into an actual fighting discipline is spot on. And as you see from these combos here, the 3 hooks are just, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Just absolutely love it. Yeah. These rounds are rough, and obviously we normally start these rounds quite near to the start because it's really intensive. Like, it's very rare we have a stop point in them. I think this is actually later on in the session though. From what I remember, this is later on in the session because Steph doesn't come in till later because that's when his class runs after hours, or after hours, say after the PT. But yeah, really enjoyable rounds. Coming into this next round here, obviously, I keep doing this thing with my hands where I go like up and down. I just think I look like a dick, but it's just habit. It's absolute habit. I need to stop it. So this here is jab, knee, and then I think we go on something else. So you'll see in these combo rounds a lot of the time we'll do like one combo for a couple things. We'll add additional stuff on, and then we'll do that 5 or 6 times. This is the one time where it doesn't happen and we don't actually do combos. I remember this round. This round's a bunch of different combos. So we'll do like combo 5 times, then a different combo 5 times. So here you can see it's obviously jab, slip back, cross. Or jab, block, cross, jab, roll, cross. There's less rolling. It's hard because a lot of the time I lean towards the boxing stuff because I like the rolls. I think that my boxing's stronger than my kicking. But I shouldn't be rolling. If I roll and then someone just puts their knee in my face, it's game over. I say it like I'm going to actually fight. I don't know if I am, but it's worth commenting on, right? But yeah, this is okay. I'm totally wrong. This is a freestyle round. What am I on about? We will get some more clarification on this. I say clarification. We'll get some more hard discipline lines on what's actually happening in each round as I get more familiar with the software, more familiar with the process of actually videoing. Because with this being my first video, yeah, it's going to be really sloppy. So apologies. The quality will get better. I promise. The quality will get better. These teeps here, I love a teep. But I'm stepping into it. It's really poor. Because if I step into it, obviously they're going to see it coming. So I need to just get that front leg straight up and boom, push them away. But John, as you see, well, a second ago, goes flying. Poor lads weighs, what, 65 kilograms? Yeah, he's struggling to keep up with a big teep. This is good though, where I really like it where John does this, where we're doing a round and he's making me hit and he stays on me. So he doesn't just kind of let me hit the pads and then lets me chill off. He is now, but he keeps on me and makes me block and parry, etc. I think it's really good for me because that's what I need. I need someone just constantly on me. Not in that way. But yeah, it's good. So we're coming up to the end of this round because obviously I've got some mojo again. I'm back on my feet, jumping about. I often find that I'm very block-footed. I'll just stand still on 2 feet and I'm not really on the balls of my feet. Steph dragging his big block. You need to move out the way, Steph. I know he doesn't get in our way because his session's already done, but come on, Steph. He knows better than that. Like, what are you doing, man? If you hear this, Steph, I'm joking. I don't actually mean it. All peace and love, right? Yeah, so coming into the next bit, I think this is where we get onto like the hook round. John actually gets the wee body pad out. You'll see that in a second. And these rounds are brutal. They're just all in for power and speed. Obviously, accuracy is important, so I don't actually hit John. But a lot of this round here, yeah, here we are. A lot of this round is just kind of power and absolutely going through the motions, just putting as many of these into John as possible, whenever he asks for them. We don't do it on like a rhythmic thing. It's more of a, when John asks, we hit the pads. So when he puts it up, you see that there. I sped this one up because there's no point you watching 2 minutes of me smacking a body pad. Like, it's the same drill. But just so you, I haven't gone through the motions. I've actually done it. You know, I'm not just gassing here. I've actually done it. And there's Steph watching us and Yachek as well. And then yeah, so we've come into this round here. This is like a boxing round, and I know that this was right at the start because we normally do these rounds before I put my actual boxing gloves on. We just got the wraps on. So I know this was right at the start, but Steph was in the room, so I don't know. I don't think he was that much in the start. These rounds are really good though because it's different. Taking the 16-ounce gloves off and just having wraps just feels so much quicker. I say it feels, it also looks quicker, right? Like you can see it here. Like the whole round is just quicker. That was a bit of a wide. Oh no, we discussed this. This is like kind of wide over hook at like that 45 degrees, so like that sharp hook there, wider one. I think my cross when I take my uppercut when I take my gloves off is sloppy. Like I let it override instead of getting up and pulling it back in to defend myself. Yeah, I don't think that's perfect, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, you can see this is at the start of the session because I'm still really springy on my feet. Like I'm not tired. Like the minute I get tired, I'll be flat-footed, and I like you can see I'm like draining down. But here I'm like on the balls of my feet, springy, a lot of speed in the punches. You can see the power on them as well, which just that is the bit that makes me feel better. Obviously, I'm not happy with how I look. Like I'm looking at this footage here and I'm like, no, this is not it. But at the same time, you know, it's my own fucking fault, right? It's my own fault. If I didn't eat so much, I wouldn't be so fat. If I worked harder, I wouldn't be so fat. That's the long and short of it. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the actual footage, these elbows, I've only just recently started like putting the elbow in, then pulling it back. I always used to like overextend, and when you overextend, obviously, it's just really poor because it just opens you up. You're back here, they can just bonk you on the nose, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're out like a light. But yeah, so pretty happy with this session. As a session total, it was one of the sharper sessions we've done. I've been training Thai for like a year now, and this doesn't reflect of a year's worth of training. It's been very casual training, but it's still a year's of training. So a year of training. So yeah, I think that the next kind of 3 to 6 months will be really impactful as the weight falls off me. We will do more on like what I'm eating and stuff, but as the weight falls off, I'll get faster and tighter, and I might look at doing more pad sessions over the next couple, however long, but with more videos, obviously. But yeah, as I was saying, a really good session. Really happy with how I looked on the pads and how we moved, and just genuinely sharp. Obviously, earlier in the videos, you can see that it just wasn't not as sharp, it just wasn't. No, that's 100% the right word. It wasn't as sharp. It was sloppier, but that's because I'm tired. I'm unfit. We're doing an hour session on the pads, and for anyone who's actually trained on pads before, they'll know an hour heavy on the pads, like you can see here, I'm exhausted at the end of this round. An hour heavy on the pads is absolutely brutal. So that was the end of that session. We did a lot more rounds than this, but I only filmed a couple. I only filmed the ones that I thought were impactful. Going on to this circuit train, this is in the back room of the gym, and this is one of my favourite rooms in the gym. You'll hear me say that quite frequently. That it's basically like an incline slope, so it goes probably 15, maybe 20 metres all the way up. It's astroturfed, and it's really good for exercise like this. So I set up the circuit beforehand, and then I'll come in and do a circuit. This circuit was 20 minutes, so it was 5 exercises 4 times through, with 30 seconds on exercise, 30 seconds rest. First exercise being battle ropes. We've just finished there. Brutal. Battle rope is rough. Yeah, we'll talk more about that later. But then we go on to tyre flips here. I don't know how. I kind of want to know how much this tyre weighs. Obviously, like it's a small tractor tyre. It's not ridiculous, but when it's going uphill, it's pretty rough. Normally what I do is I normally flip it all the way up the hill and then I drag it back down and flip it up the hill because I'm never flipping it down the hill. But I'll be honest, I was being lazy today. No excuses. So normally we get about 6 flips in the 30 seconds. I can't remember how many we do. Obviously, as the sets go through and it goes from set 1 to 2 to 3, it goes less and less. But normally it's 6, as you can see here. Just turn it around and flip it down the hill. That's its life, right? Like, it is what it is. Yeah, so after that, we have, once they're done, we move on to actual push-ups themselves. So, some honesty is needed here. Push-up wise, first set, we did 10. Second set, I think we did 10. We might have done 8. We'll obviously see in the video, but we didn't do the full amount. And then the last 2 sets, we only did 5. Doing push-ups is rough, I'll be honest. I'm fat, I weigh a lot, push-ups is rough, my triceps aren't that big. I can do 10 in a row, I probably could have done it here, but I didn't. Yeah, no excuses, I didn't do it. Then obviously sled push after that, nice good sled push, all the way up the hill, all the way back. It looks like we've only got 40 loaded on the sled, we've actually got 50. There's 2 5s underneath the 10s. yeah, nothing much more to say. Push up the hill, take the things out, put them to the other side, push them back. On the last 2 sets, we went back to the old way. We used to twist it round and push it down. We'll see that later. And then finally, 15 log presses to kind of finish up, if to say. And then we did that 4 times through, and that's 20 minutes of exercises. I've sped it up after the first set, so you don't have to sit and watch through 20 minutes of me jumping around in the back room. Really good session though. Really happy with how this one's gone. I know it's 20 minutes. Like, obviously I've done warm-ups before. I do warm-up beforehand, which is like another 10-15 minutes. So it's like a 35-minute session in all. But by the time I'm leaving, I'm absolutely dripping in sweat. It's nasty. But yeah, that's everything I've got to add for this session here. I think that I was really happy with it, and I'll let you watch the rest of it. But yeah, very happy with the session. So, final cut of the video. Obviously I'm still kind of down there, maybe down there, still working out on the circuits. But thank you for joining this week. Hopefully every week we'll have another rendition of this sort of style. Put in the comments below what you actually want to see. Do you want to see more of this? Do you want to see more of the pad work, more of the individual rounds? I'm going to try and film every time I'm in the gym, because then there's an accountability factor there again. But yeah, really happy with this week's training. We're on track. I'm going to weigh myself probably this coming Friday to see where we are. Obviously, last time we weighed ourselves, we were 124.6. So that's not too bad. We have had a large holiday where I put on 4 kilograms, and then in this kind of period since early January, we've knocked it back off. So kind of middle of February, we've knocked that 4 kg back off. It went on really easy, but obviously come off really easy. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So road to 105 kilograms. Join below, like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Yeah, last things, light off, light on mentality. All in or not on at all. Catch you in a bit.